Hey everybody, I'm Jared from etrailer.com, and today I want to talk about the CURT Premium 4 bike rack system that connects to your 2-inch hitches. A few things I like about this bike rack. First of all, it accommodates 4 bikes, so if you have that 4-person family or 4 friends that like to go bike riding with you. Also, it's fairly affordable and has the nice tilt-away feature that allows you to get in your truck bed. Alright, let's take a closer look at how this is held on there. First of all, they have these rubber straps that are pulled over the top of it and then fasten on this button here. They have 1.2, there's one in the front. But one thing I really like about this is it has this anti-sway attachment to this on this lower strap. So it will wiggle a little bit in this direction. However, going back and forth this way, it actually will shake your truck and also the rack a little bit more. So to remove this bike frame, what you're going to do is unbuckle the strap here, unbuckle the bottom strap here. It's nice and tight in there, so sometimes you got to pull a little bit harder, holding onto the bike. Let's go ahead and strap the front one, and then safely, easily remove the bike from your bike rack. Now with the bike off, let's go ahead and take a look at these cradles and how it's held on here to the bike rack. So what we have here is a cradle that'll move slightly, so you can adjust it however you need to in order for your bike to accommodate. Also, again, we have these straps that we talked about. They're nice hard rubber straps, and when they fasten on, right, it'll be a good job. It'll do a good job of securing your bike on here. Now they do have these grooves that go through here for your bike line, for your brake lines for your bike. And also, if you look at the front, very similar. Okay, it'll sway a little bit in order for you to be able to fasten your bike on there to accommodate your specific frame. And again, have the grooves for your bikes. Another thing I like about this bike rack is as it contours towards the end of the bike rack, you can tell that these are smaller subsets through here. All right, what they accommodate is your step-through bikes, and also they're going to accommodate your child's bikes too. And the best part about this bike rack system is you don't need an adapter bar for it. You know, while we're back here, one thing I'd like to mention is the fact that we have reflective lenses back here. That's for vehicles that are coming from behind us. They can see that we do have something that is extending from the truck bed itself. While we're thinking of that, let's go ahead and take a look at this tilt-away feature we talked about. Now, one thing I do like about this is that it has a lot of secured features here, including an anti-rattle spinning bar. So this will spin back to loosen it up a little bit. Pull the pin out. You're going to pull the rest of the pin out. And then, pulling up here, we can rock it and tilt it back. Now, one thing I do want to add too is make sure that your bikes are off of this. That way we make sure no damage happens to your bikes. So as you can see with this tilted back, we can try to open the tailgate. And one thing we notice on here is that it doesn't quite get the clearance. Now I can set it down here just slightly just because it is my truck, and then we can go ahead and check out that it does touch it just barely. But that being said, you know, if you're borrowing a bike rack or anything like that, you might want to go ahead and just not let it touch. Grab whatever you need out of the bed and shut that tailgate. So let's go ahead and put it back into its regular position. Easily pushing it back up. Make sure you pull that in order to fasten that back in place. Let's put the pin and also the cotter ring pin back in place. And let's go ahead and tighten that down to make sure we have anti-rattle back in step. Since this is a hanging style bike rack, you can tell that it's going to add a little bit of length to the end of your truck. All right, so since it does connect to the 2-inch hitch and then the end of the bike rack's back here, let's go ahead and take a measurement to see how much that adds to it. So your bumpers approximately here. If you take a look, you're going to add about 35 inches to the end of your truck. Now 35 inches is a lot to add to the back of your truck, so let's see if we can make it a little more compact using this feature up here. This nice little spring and pin will pull out, and it will go ahead and fold that down. And just to secure it, let's go ahead and put that pin back in. And connect it from this side. Now you can tell we did save a lot of space, a lot of distance from the back of your tailgate. Let's go ahead and see how much that was exactly. Now this is going to be the farthest end at this point now of your bike rack. So if you measure from the bumper all the way to the end post here, you have approximately 13 inches. While we're here, let's go ahead and see how much clearance you have. Now I know for trucks it's pretty decent, but I think it's worth checking it out anyway. So distance from here is approximately 19 inches. And to the center of your hitch is about 18 inches. Some final thoughts on this bike rack. I really like the idea that it accommodates for 4 bikes. I like the contour of this bike rack itself. The front stops here, they allow you for those smaller bikes and also the step-through bikes without needing that bike adapter. I mean, that's a good feature in itself, the fact that it tilts away and also it compacts down really well.
This is our test course. Let's start with the slalom. This shows side-to-side action, such as turning corners or evasive maneuvering. Then, onto our alternating speed bumps. This shows twisting action, such as hitting curbs, potholes, road debris, or even uneven pavement. Last of all, the solid speed bumps. This shows up and down action, such as driving through a parking lot or parking garage, or driving in and out of a driveway.
All right, that was a look at our CURT Premium 4 bike rack system. My name's Jared, and thanks for watching at etrailer.com.